so much for joining us. Here with us today is Kelly Flanagan with Xcel Energy. We are so excited to be able to talk about the exciting things that Xcel Energy is working on and how they partner with our economic development professionals across the state of Colorado. So welcome, Kelly. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Xcel Energy, and where Xcel Energy operates?
Sure. Thanks, Kim. My name is Kelly Flanagan, and I am the Director of Community Relations for Xcel Energy in Colorado. I specified Colorado because Xcel Energy is a multi-state corporation. We are headquartered officially in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we serve 8 states. We have about 3.6 million electricity customers and a little over 2 million natural gas customers. Some things that people might not know about Xcel: we are nationally recognized leaders in wind energy, energy efficiency, carbon reduction and reporting, and my favorite, innovative technology.
We are very lucky to have Xcel Energy in our state. I know that Xcel Energy has announced a very strong commitment to being carbon free by 2050. Can you tell us a little bit about that carbon vision?
Yeah, thank you. It's really exciting. In 2018, the CEO of Xcel Energy came to Colorado to give an industry first type of announcement. And that announcement was that we were going to become 100% carbon-free electricity by 2050, with an interim goal of an 80% carbon reduction by 2030. We believe that we are well on our way to that interim milestone, with over halfway there already from the 2005 carbon emission levels. What is interesting and a good opportunity for economic development is, what is that 20% from 80% reduction to 100% carbon-free electricity? And we just don't know the answer. So we are hopeful that that is in the mind of an 8th grader, or that is being developed by an exceptional business that one of our economic development partners will recruit to their community.
And I hope we do have that in one of our communities to help us figure that out. So can you tell me a little bit about how Xcel engages with the economic development community?
Yeah, so we remain involved with economic development organizations all throughout Colorado, whether we serve on their committees or in their board of directors. We believe that connection is really important for a lot of reasons. We believe it's important for those economic developers to understand the utility infrastructure in their communities and how that relays into prospecting and business retention and expansion. We also believe that it's really important to leverage those relationships so that we can talk about the good things that we can do together, and that we can really be a partner in community development and in community building and placemaking. Utilities tend to be sort of an afterthought, I think, and together with the partnership of our economic development organizations, I think we're becoming more front of mind, because you do understand that nothing can happen on a business scale if you don't have electricity or natural gas service. And so being able to develop those relationships and those partnerships only facilitates business growth and expansion in those communities. Not to mention the really wonderful people that run and work at the economic development organizations in Colorado. We are very lucky with smart, wonderful partners in all of those offices throughout the state.
I have to echo the sentiment as well. You mentioned working alongside economic developers as they're working through the projects and the possible relocations or expansions that are happening within their communities. Can you tell me a little bit more about how Xcel Energy can really help on the front end when these conversations start happening?
Yeah, so there are a couple of different ways, depending on the community and the amount of available land or buildings. We have a certified site program where we have a site selector who will go and do a very in-depth analysis of that property, looking at everything from the capacity that is there from a utility perspective to what types of programs might make sense. And we showcase and help promote that to our networks and available website. And we do that with land and buildings. If a community doesn't have maybe the vacant buildings or the size of available land, that doesn't mean that we don't partner with them. We definitely do. And we look at what do we need to do from a utility perspective to make that relocation, that expansion, or even that retention more likely and successful in those communities. And whether that means that we work to talk about efficiency programs or design opportunities, we want to be at the table early on. We know that in Colorado, Xcel Energy bills are on average between 28 and 35% below the national average. And we know that that is something that is really attractive as you work to recruit businesses into Colorado.
That is fantastic to hear. So Xcel Energy has had a very long standing relationship with the Economic Development Council of Colorado, which we are very appreciative of, and we really value the relationship that we have with you all. Can you tell me a little bit about, why Xcel Energy has been a supporter of EDCC for so long, and where you see that relationship maybe going forward?
Yeah, we definitely have. I was looking and kind of reflecting back on when we came to know each other, and I'm pretty sure it's the dawn of time. And Xcel Energy believes strongly in the work that the Economic Development Council of Colorado does. We've watched the organization grow, we have watched the membership grow, and we have watched the influence of the EDCC continue to grow. And as I mentioned, when we look at things in the more localized community level with our partnerships with the economic development organizations, so too all those things apply when you look at it at the big EDCC level. We know that there are wonderful people that work for and are involved in the EDCC. We also know that this organization has become kind of the premier voice for economic development policy in Colorado. And we know, as I mentioned earlier, that utilities play a really big role in economic development policy. And so we know that together we can accomplish a lot more. And also, I think it's really important that we're able to have one voice to really be able to help get our message out and through. And also that we can have one voice filtering up those messages to us so that we can work on programs and policies that make sense and that really do advance the goals that our communities have and that the companies share in most cases. And I think one of the things that is really great that I have loved about my time on the EDCC is really watching how we all come together and how we all work on issues together, we problem solve together, and we work hard together to advance Colorado's goal of continuing to be an excellent place to live and to work, and my favorite part of that cliche, to play.
And I too echo your sentiments once again. So thank you, Kelly. Thank you to Xcel Energy for everything that they have done for the EDCC and our economic development organizations across the state. So can you tell our economic development professionals how they can help support your efforts, Xcel Energy's efforts, in their goal to strengthening those partnerships moving forward, as well as their carbon-free vision by 2050?
Yeah, there are lots of ways that we can work together and that we can strengthen our partnerships. And some of that is as straightforward as connecting with your area manager. We have 7 in Colorado that represent all different regions. And so making sure that you know who that person is so that you can work with them on your projects is great. Another thing that is really great and how you can work with us is when we have policies or programs that are being considered either at the Public Utilities Commission or at the state legislature, that we can come back to you all to seek your support and your guidance and influence as we work on those. So really the biggest thing that we can do and that you can do to help us, and quite frankly that we can do to help you, is to keep the chain of communication open, to share the ideas, to share your vision, and to understand how and when to contact us, and make sure that we know how to contact you. We want to be your partner, your community's partner, your utility provider, and we really do still want to be friends.
Well, very good. Thank you so much, Kelly, for your time today. And if anybody has any questions or would like to learn more about Xcel Energy, where should they go?
Well, you can go to our website, xcelenergy.com. Just make sure you click Colorado on the top left so you can find out Colorado specific information. You can always email me, kelly.flanagan@xcelenergy.com. Or you can reach out to Kim and she knows how to get in touch with all of us.
Very good. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support.
Thank you so much.